Wagwan, my peeps. Wagwan sports to the bone family. Yeah, man, shout out to you all. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you are all ready to come on the live and have a chat. Yeah, man. I mean, you know that we cover a lot of cricket here. West Indies just lost, yes. So you might be wondering why is it that I am so happy. But I've said it on many occasions. I am not only a cricket fan. I am a sports fan in general, Zane. And our ladies did pretty well, earlier this morning in the 100 meter, representing Jamaica and the Caribbean very well. Yeah, man. We got the 1, 2, 3 in the 100 meter. So I am definitely happy. I mean, the rest of the day didn't went as how I would have wanted it to, where West Indies is concerned, but I not let them spoil my day. Here, viewers and subscribers, I won't let West Indies spoil my day. Here, why I'm not going to let them spoil my day. They just played a T20 game against Pakistan and chasing down 157, them soak up 40 at that bars. Me can't make something like that stress me out. No, man. No, sir. You soak up 40 at that ball and end up losing the game by 7 runs. No, man, me can't make the money stress me out, man. I have to enjoy my day, man. You understand? We not really see anybody honors yet still. We see about 2 persons. Mr. Lover say heal up and contact 20 is always here. I'm going to have to figure out how to do that wrench thing or that, spanner thing that they do in the comment section, because man like contact 20 and Mr. Lover, they want always there in a place, Yeah, man, but as I was saying, guys, the rest of the day didn't turn out as how I would have wanted it to, but honestly speaking, I'm not going to let, this is one day, I'm not going to let West Indies stress me out, guys. I saw where we could have won the game easily, but I'm not make them stress me out. My girls, them do too well in the 100 meter finals this morning for me, make West Indies cricket stress me out today. No, sir. I mean, we're going to talk about it now, we're going to break down the game, but it's going to be from a point of view, well, it's going to be from an angle of me just, communicating with you guys and talking about the game. It's not going to be me ranting and being relentless and all of that. No, sir. Not today at all. Danny Link say up top. Try and say if you can share the live. I don't know, it can share on Facebook. Share the live, man, so people can come on and see what go on. Contact 20 says sports to the bone. You're late. What you talk about? The spanner thing. Danny Link say congrats to the ladies yet again. Yeah, man, they did extremely well. They did themselves and the Caribbean proud. You hear, I'm not just going to say Jamaica, they did the Caribbean proud. Because I like to own up other athletes, the other athletes from the other Caribbean countries when they do well, When Kirani James and them man run good, I like to own him up. You understand? A Guyanese, I don't remember his name, was in the final, well, in the heat of the 100 meter. I think he made it to the semi-final. Yeah, man, so we have to heal him up. Yeah, man, once a Caribbean people, once they are doing well, I am definitely going to adapt them, man. So, I can't be selfish and go on like a Jamaica alone. The girls represented the Caribbean pretty well. All right. Ashish near the top class spinner. So West Indies could have easily won that match. Had they played Hafiz better. Hafiz had figures like Magra. Yeah, but wait, Hafiz bowled 4 overs for 6 runs in my viewers. 4 overs for 6 runs. I'm not going to say he wasn't bowling well enough. But he wasn't bowling anything. He wasn't bowling any mystery. All he was doing was bowling the ball, wicket to wicket. You understand? He was bowling at a good length, so they couldn't pull him or do anything like that. He was bowling wicket to wicket. And when I say wicket to wicket, we mean, the ball pitching either half stump, middle stump, or leg stump, but he was right there. You understand? But once again, we think that, if we cannot go big, then no make no sense. Yeah, man, contact 20 says surprised Talu didn't come third. Thought she was looking fire in the heats. You see, that is a problem, contact 20. She ran too fast in the heats. That time, that the way how she ran the heats, that blew all of our chances of medaling. You understand? Once the other athletes would have come out and would have done well in the finals. If it was a slow finals, then maybe she would have medal, but she ran her heat too fast, guys. You understand? And I mean they need to understand that medals don't give away in the heats or semis. Medals are given away in the finals. And I remember a couple weeks ago when this young lady from America was running fast and was kicking up a storm and the other athletes, people were like, sports to the bone. What do you think? They are running such and such a time. Our athletes are not doing this. But what you guys need to understand, as I would have indicated before, our coaches are very good at getting our athletes to peak at the right time. The athletes over there in America, they participate in a lot of competitions. You understand? So their preparations are, most of the time would be ahead of us. So when we see them running certain time, we don't worry about that. Because at the end of the day, we know that we trust our coaches to get our athletes to peak at the right time. You see me? Mr. Lover said Pollard should not have bat ahead of Hola today. Why I tell you, hindsight is a hell of a thing, man. You see, because I wouldn't say Pollard should not have batted before Hola, What? Because we did know that he wasn't in good nick, and Pollard played well in the game that was abandoned. So I don't understand why we wouldn't play him before Mr. Lover. The problem that I had was the fact that he wasn't hitting the ball cleanly. So the last delivery of the penultimate over, he played a single, which meant that he would have retained the strike for the final over. And I thought that was a wrong move. I don't know how many persons would have seen that, because it's not like he was batting with a tail ender. Nicholas Pooran was there. He was hitting the ball cleanly. Pollard would have changed about 3 bats by that. Wasn't hitting the ball cleanly at all. Was having all sort of problem. Pooran was hitting the ball nicely, and he took that single. And then I am thinking that you shouldn't have done it. All right. Mr. Lover say Talon got banned for growth hormones. I think it's Blessing Okabari. Blessing Okabari, that's a Nigerian sprinter. She was banned for the human growth hormone. And I want to tell you, she's actually coming from far enough, because in 2008 Beijing, I think she won a medal. She won a gold medal, if I'm not mistaken, in the long jump, and then her transition into the 100 and the 200 came right after that. Contact 20 say Blessing Okabari got banned. Yeah, man. Danny Ling say chairman of Sandals Resort, Adam Stewart has granted the ladies a free vacation of any amount of days they like because of the outstanding performance of the ladies. Oh, you mean? With them, yes. Good promotion that film hotel too. Ashish Nera said, who was the villain of the match? Romaro Shepherd, Lewis, and Gale slow batting. One till still, is a lot of things combined together. Romaro Shepherd was pretty expensive. He took a one catch there that really, blew us away, but it was pretty expensive. I see, the plan was to bowl a lot of Yorkers outside the half stump. That was the plan Romaro Shepherd was given to do. He wasn't able to do it, and he was clobbered. Gale didn't bat well at all. Lewis, he was there anchoring the thing. And once again, Fletcher getting an opportunity. I think he's there because Lendl Simmons is injured, but I think that is it. We can't really. I don't know. We can't really bother with him any longer, man. Peter say, let's big up the Guyanese, Chile Edgehill, who was the first person from a Caribbean country to play table tennis at the Olympics. Yeah, man, shout out. I wasn't aware, Peter Cherry, so thanks for bringing that one up. So shout out to the entire Table Tennis Association there in Guyana. Big up on yourself, All right, yeah, man, Ashish, all that is. All right, Ashish said West Indies have too many left-handers like Gale, Lewis, Hetmeyer, and Pooran, who played Hafiz and his angle. Yeah, I was thinking that we had a lot of left-handers coming straight after one behind the other, but From time to time when it worked, then it worked. It's just that the guys didn't bat well at all, my viewers. They didn't bat well at all because um we're not gonna allow a off spinner like Hafiz. Not saying that he's not a good spinner, and Hafiz has always done well in the Caribbean, whether with the ball or with the bat. But we're not gonna allow a bowler like Hafiz, who is not bowling a lot of mystery, to bowl 4 overs for 6 runs. They simply mean you don't want to win cricket. You don't want to win cricket, man. You just can't make that happen. Clifford say also I think Ashish Nira need to set the record straight. He's not a spin bowler. Contact 20 says, so Sport to the Bone, did you watch what Tajay Gale did? Oh my God. Of course, Contact 20 man, long jump, he got injured on his first try and his last try qualified for the next round. It was amazing to see 5 a.m. in the morning. Contact 20, to be honest, I wasn't watching it live because I was up late last night, so I slept. I didn't wake up in time, but I saw the replay, and I must say kudos to him. To know that he was able to do that. It was his non-jumping foot or his non-takeoff foot that is injured. And even though when he's taking off, you don't have to put a lot of pressure on it, but you can imagine landing, it's a lot of pressure. So I am definitely happy that he was able to pull off that jump and get into the finals. Ashish Nera said, compared to the Great West Indies fast. All right, we are not going to follow up that anymore. I can't bother the foolishness here, man. Contact 20 say Andre Fletcher is playing himself out of the West Indies World T20 team. They might have to recall Brandon King if he does well in the CPL. Is a possibility? Yes, Contact 20. Ashish said, I feel the experiment of Gale at 3 doesn't work. All right, Danny say Andre Fletcher have to go now. No, we need to give somebody a next chance. He keeps failing. Yeah, he's definitely failing. He has failed over a period of time, and it is so sad that we don't have a lot of batsmen knocking on the door because us calling for Andre Fletcher to be dropped, we don't definitely have a batsman that is knocking down the door. I mean, we have a couple of players that did well in the Pakistan Super League the other day, but they are not in the bubble. So, you can't just draw them in like that. You're going to have to watch them for the CPL and see how they perform and then maybe pull them in. Because I know a lot of persons are always typing up names in the comment section that should be there. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that if you are not in the bubble, then they can't just take you up and put you in the team like that. So all of those who are going to be championing for people like Monty, people like Rutherford and these guys, they are not in the biosecure bubble at the moment. So it would be very difficult for them to take them up and put them in. So what you will find is that once they go out and perform very well in the CPL, then they would maybe be giving themselves a better opportunity of being selected. Mr. Lover said, bring in hope for tomorrow and Joseph. All right. Contact 20 says, Sport to the Bone. Contact 20 said, Sport to the Bone, who's your favorite for the 200 meter now? I feel Shelly is better at 100 than 200, so Elaine should also defend the 200 meter. Yeah, man, Shelly is usually very good over, is usually better over 100, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's going to happen now, Contact 20, but don't be surprised if Sherika Jackson actually goes out there and win it. Because with that 400 meter strength, she's definitely not to be counted out. Because remember, in the 100 meter this morning, she was actually finishing pretty fast. Almost got a chance, almost nipped Shelly and Fraser in the last part there. So if she gets a good start, don't be surprised. But Elaine, once Elaine is fit and is feeling good and gets a good start, then her top end speed should take her home. And Peter said West Indies had 47 dot balls in total, which is something to be concerned with. That is exactly what I was saying, Peter. You cannot be chasing down 157 and give away 47 dot ball and lose the game by 7 wickets. I'm sorry, by 7 runs. That is total madness, man. Madness. Contact 20 said, but the Bahamian Miller might have something to say. Yeah, she's doing well as contact 20, but I think with the momentum that we are carrying now, we might be able to do something. Right? As she said, Mr. Lover, West Indies need to find a Marlon Summers replacement, someone who can anchor the innings and hit at the end. Hard balls, you lose injury often. Yeah, yeah, and they usually say it is because he's not fit while he's always getting injured. But in today's game, it seems as if he actually tweaked a muscle because I saw when he pulled at a ball, you could see him rubbing underneath the chest area there. I don't know if he would have pulled something. Contact say, Mr. Lover, hope shouldn't they be in Jamaica for the best versus best game now? I was going to say something, but let me leave that one. I won't say it on live. Where the players being in Jamaica now, is concerned. But let me leave it alone. Contact 20 say it's great to see Puran back into destructive T20 form. I haven't seen him bat like this in 6 months. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while. Mr. Lover say Carnival perfect guy for that. Daniel said, I am starting to feel really worried about our prospects against teams 47 dot balls again and lose by 7 runs. That's basically 8 maiden overs. No way we can beat team like England like that. All right, Daniel, exactly. See, somebody understand what I say. You cannot be playing a team and soak up 47 dot ball and then lose the game by 7 runs. That don't make any sense. As I said, I'm not disrespecting Mohamed Hafiz. I respect the guy. He's 40. Simply, the only reason he's there is because he's performing well. But Mohamed Hafiz is no mystery spinner. Why make Mohamed Hafiz bowl 4 overs to 6 runs? Madness that. Ashish Nera says, Sports to the bone, would you pick Sunil Narayan for the World Cup? This is a question that I have tackled on a couple of occasions. If Sunil Narayan goes out and dominates the CPL, dominates the IPL, then I might put him in my squad. But separate and apart from that, I do not know. I do not know what sort of form he's in. So I would not put him in my squad. Speaking now and leave out somebody else that would have been working for the spot. Contact 20. Contact 20 say personally, I think since 2016 our batters simply don't care about the dot ball issue anymore. They think boundary hitting is only way to win and will stick it. They don't care to change it. One tell us based on what I heard one of them said in the interview the other day, they said that is their strategy and it works for them. So let us see. Once again, they have been showed up. As she said, Mr. Lover Carnival is the beast mode when hitting out as he got the anchor capabilities. Hard ball says sports to the bone. As me tell you, with these current players, no one in it. So West Indies have to just develop some young players. We thought that. David from Trinidad say big up brother. Yeah man, big up yourself, David. Contact said no way can these guys be working on strike rotation and every year, every match come back with the same stupid mentality that mentality that only boundaries can win match. England score the same amount of boundaries. Contact 20 say and have less than half the dot balls. Yeah, man. Continue the conversation. Yeah, contact. Mr. Lover say what happened to Travis Walton and Johnson Charles? Haven't seen here them much. I think those guys. I think Travis was in the PSL, and I think I saw where a couple of these same guys will be going into I think the T10. But remember though, the CPL is maybe the next time you'll get a chance to see these guys. No matter what we think now, they will not get a chance to play in this series or anything because they are not in the bubble. So I'm thinking, Mr. Lover in the CPL we will see them. Simpson say, wow, sports to the bone from England. How meet England? How meeting a keep on me late? Yeah, man, meeting a keep, man. You turn up late. Way over England are they asleep? Contact him to say if Johnson Charles or Brandon King do well in CPL, they should be given a chance. Yeah, and the slots are there. The slots are there to be grabbed. So a man just need to come out and dominate. Jacqueline said, from we lost the game, Fletcher open. He cannot handle the spin, and we know that. What Pakistan going to start with Fletcher frightened for his World Cup place. While Fletcher can't defend Fletcher no more, man. Fletcher not do nothing. Mr. Lover said Lewis game change today was rotating the strike well. Yeah. As she said, Carrie Pierre is great performer for Trinidad Knight Riders. Yep. Simpson say, Lord Jesus, where do I start? Maybe you can start Simpson. In order not to burst a blood vessel, start with the girls running to them. Now worry about West Indies. That's all I can say. Cause man, any team we can sit down and soak up 47 that ball. Them no worry at our time worrying about them. All balls say poor and have to play good tomorrow before me say him fine for him. Cause as usual, it might be a one-off innings, but no poor and play tomorrow. Yeah, it was a good innings, so we're hoping that his form will continue. Mr. Lover said we lost the game by failing to review the LBW from Gale and Rizwan. Yeah, that LBW, yes, we lost that, yes. But Romario Shepherd giving away 30 odd runs. That was definitely poor. You understand? Downright poor. And the batting also. You cannot face 47 that ball in a 20 over. That don't make no sense. Peter said, do you think Gale should open the batting like he used to? I mean, Fletcher is not doing anything now. So I don't know if they would want, if they seen that Lewis is out. Sorry, seeing that Lendell Simmons, seeing that Simmons is out. But Lendell Simmons out today and he will be out tomorrow. Maybe they could give it a shot, yes. Maybe they could give it a shot. But we will still have the problem because Fletcher can't back down the other either. Contact 20 say, also let's give Jason Howler his credit for taking 4 wickets today. He's finally back in T20 bowling form. Yeah, man, Jason Howler did pretty well today. Simpson said Charles will come back right now. But Charles would have to do well in CPL before we can even think about him. Mr. Lover said Howler was a masterpiece today. Look like himself. Yeah, man, he did well. Hayden Walsh also bowled well in Akil Hussain. They didn't take wickets, but they did pretty well. Mr. Lover, Pakistan batting is Babar Azam Afi is very shaky. Yeah. Simpson say everyone are called for Hetmeyer. Oh, man, the entire batting field today, except Pooran, man, and Lewis. Hetmeyer got I think about 16 or 17 or somewhere there about. The entire batting field. The way how he got out, he was a bit worried that he got out playing across the line to that straight ball. But at the time, runs was needed. You understand? The runs was needed because, when Hetmeyer went at it, Hetmeyer and Lewis, they were tied down, they were pinned down. So, they had to go at it. Just like how Pollard met with Pooran and said, all right, we're going to target this ball. And they targeted him. And I think they got about 16 or 17 out of that over. So, I guess that's what Hetmeyer was trying to do. Ashish said Chris Gale has to open Lendell Simmons slot in at 3 as he is the best player of spin. Well, maybe when Lendell Simmons comes back, they can try that, but I don't know what they're going to do with Fletcher. Yeah, hard ball say Gale get a good ball today. Gale might open tomorrow. Contact 20 says, Sports of the Board, not trying to start any beef or anything, but did you see the tension between Shelley and Elaine? You have any comment on that? Not trying to get you into trouble now. No, man, Contact 20. Remember a couple weeks ago, and about a month ago, we somebody had raised it here, and I had said on the live here that, it's a strong possibility that, things are not as smooth as they could have been between these two. Because, Shelley was in the same camp. Mo, Teeth, and Tongue had said that, the coach would have started to pay more attention to one. So one felt away and, and left and all of that. But yeah, Contact 20, it was obvious. It was pretty obvious. And at the end of the day, you don't have to like each other. You understand? You don't have to like each other to perform because there's no rule that says that you need to like a person. You understand? People going to have their problem with each other. It's just a bit sad that it was so obvious. But at the end of the race, you know, our pocket rocket, she went out there and she congratulated Elaine. You know, in her interview, she said, well done. It was a good race and all of that. But at the end of the day, you don't have to like her. You don't have to like a person, you know. Because I would have played on cricket teams before with people that, you know, they wouldn't have been my best of friends. You might have not maliced them, but you know, we know how things are and thing. But it was obvious contact 20. But at the end of the day, as I said, you know, we got the clean sweep, which is important. And as me say, you don't have to like a person. There's no rule which pass everybody have to get along. Simpson say Gail will go back and open right now. Contact 20 said the congratulations they gave each other was cold. Yeah, it was cold, but it was given Contact 20. That is it. You know, they were at the international scene in front of the media. They did their best. We all know when people not in speaking terms, it's very difficult to seem very fluent. You understand? The fact of the matter is that they did it anyhow. And as me say, there's no rule or law that you have to like a man, you know, or you have to like a woman, as the case may be there. Jermaine said Chris Gayle need to open, and that is it. Why, Jermaine? It seems as if that might need to happen, yes, but with Lendell Simmons out injured, what are we going to do with Fletcher? That are the problem, you know. Gayle opening is not the problem. The problem is what we're going to do with Fletcher, because Lendell Simmons not going to play tomorrow, right? And if we open Gayle with Lewis, who we going batter 3? Fletcher just not make no runs. Daniel said Fletcher is living on borrowed time. He's clueless against spin. If we fail to rotate strike facing these spinners, Pakistan may beat us 3-0. They have a very good attack. Yeah, true that, yes, Daniel. And the attack also balanced. Them have Hafiz bowling some good half spin. They have the leg spinner there coming in, and you know the pace bowlers doing them thing also. Contact 20 say well said, you know, and sticking with the Olympics. Who do you got winning the 100-meter men? I thought Bramwell would have been favorite, but he looked horribly in the heats. And as I said, guys, I didn't get a chance to see the early part this morning, so I didn't see the heats. But he's maybe still the favorite. To be honest, I don't have any of our Jamaicans medaling the males in the finals. I don't have any of them medaling. I still have him winning contact 20. You know, I don't have any of our athletes medaling. But I didn't even see the heat, so maybe I shouldn't even be saying that. I should say, what would your batting position be for Dwayne Bravo? Wasted as a lower order, hitter below Pollard or Holer. No man, Bravo going to come in after those guys. Generally speaking, you would maybe play Bravo if you need a runner ball victory. You know, Bravo would maybe come in and do a job there. But Pollard and Holer would bat in front of him, man. Contact 20 say let Fletcher stay in the team as the certified water and bat carrier. Well, I look like we need to do that, yes. Marlon say we have a problem facing good spinners. And days when the ball isn't coming onto the bat, we are in trouble. This was evident in Sri Lanka, South Africa, and now Pakistan. Yeah, Marlon, the ball wasn't zipping onto the bat, and we seemed clueless and out of sort, to be honest, guys. Really seemed clueless and out of sort. And I know me vex still. Mohamed Hafiz now have any business to bowl 4 overs to 6 runs. No, sir, that's not supposed to happen. Peter said Obed McCoy needs to improve his fitness. He's always getting injured. I hope he's fit for the World Cup. He's having some shin splints, some problem with his shin. You know, he probably needs to strengthen, need some strengthening, spend some time and rehabilitate and thing. Hardball say track and field is more of an individual sport, you know, for most part. But you're right, them not have to be friend, and when you are go against some, you know, and someone not friend, you're harder to beat them. Yeah. And the only problem we might have hardball is when it comes on to the relay. You want the chemistry to be there in the relays, but you know, once a man do them job, we're not supposed to have a problem. Our boss say Allen fi Fletcher if him fit. All right. Simpson says Shelly bad mind, but sporting rival is good. It brings out excellence, make them better. Simpson, I wouldn't definitely go as far as say that, because maybe there are things happening behind the scene what we are not what we don't know about. I've seen other people beating Shelly before and she don't behave like that. So I doubt it is the big B word that we like to use in Jamaica. I think it has to do with the reason why she left the camp, and I think it has to do with that. I think from then they might but as me say, I don't really want to speculate in a rumors because I don't know. Contact 20 said this might be you and Blake last Olympics. It looks like with Gatlin, Bolt, and Blake and Shelley gone, soon Olympics won't be what it used to be. Maybe because we are used to those names over the last 10 years or so, but persons are coming through, man. Because this youngster that just left Calabar oblique Civil is there. We have a couple of player athletes coming through. But the era, you can call it end of an era where the Bolt and the Shelleys and all of these people are concerned. Harrison says, sports to the bone. Shelley have look at her face when her own teammate win. As me say, still, I don't know if it is the B word, because I mean, you're gonna be disappointed. Here why you might be disappointed now, guys. It is her last Olympic. She ran her fastest race the other day, which was 6:3. So she was thinking that she would have been able to run a faster time, which would have given her the gold medal. You understand? Not everybody is able to lose and to smile. Somebody like a Sherika Jackson who came in third is able to smile and up and down because she's at the beginning of her career. Shelly bowing out now at her age, basically being in the form of her life, she's maybe disappointed with herself. We can look at it from that angle also, that she was maybe disappointed with herself. You understand? Contact 20 say, Marlon, we have a problem facing good bowlers, period. Pace spin, it does not matter. Yeah, once you don't give them room, a problem. Ashley say Hetmeyer should be number 3. Dwayne Bravo is a good accumulator and can bat at 4 as he plays spin well and breaks the left hand unders in the middle. The Bravo was 4 in 2012 World Cup. All right. Jacqueline say Gale and Lewis, Hetty Fletcher, if he doesn't do anything, is goodbye. All right. Marlon say Pollard's decision to take a single in the penultimate over was very selfish. He was going at a runner ball while Puran was timing the ball very well. All right, Marlon, that is exactly what I said. Well, I didn't talk about the selfish part, but I had covered that a little while now. Said that I think it was a mistake by Pollard, and I don't want it to look like it is because they would have after we're going to say it after, because while he was taking the single, I was saying, oh boy, that's a mistake. Because he was there changing bat left, right, and center, couldn't hit the ball, and Puran was middling the ball easily. So I thought it was a mistake by him. As she said, contact West Indies still rely on much on death overs exploit as their strength. Daniel said we were missing McCoy, Russell, Allen, Simmons, so not our strongest team. Bowling pulled it back well as it has done all season. Batting is our greatest strength. Batting is our greatest strength and also our greatest weakness. Yeah, Daniel. But I'm not sure why the rest. Why was Russell rested for Shepherd? I want somebody to answer me that. Contact, so I am very concerned that J. Russ is hurt. Okay, he's hurt, and no one can tell you what the injury is. I hope it's not a long term, as Russell is key to our defense in the T20 World Cup. I wasn't even aware that he was hurt. You understand? I don't know. I didn't even know that. I thought they had dropped him for Shepherd. She disappointed because Mr. Lover says she disappointed because Elaine just coming back from injury. All right. Hardball say if Shelley bad mind for her business, big up all who are represent our country, although at the Papi Show Prime Minister alone I go gain. Boy, hardball, me and you know how that go already with this man here. Hey, hardball, stop calling Papi Show. I mind him gonna lock you up, you know. Mr. Lover say Russell injured. Well, Ashley say, Clayton, you are right. We are sitting too much putting too much importance on death overs and need to go harder in the power play. England 60 for 1 usually after 6 overs. Power play needs to be used better. Yep, I agree. Harrison said Pollard should be sacked as captain. He cost us the game. No man, I think as a people, you know, we are really emotional, you know. We like to be very dramatic. I think Harrison, I think that would be taking it. I don't know if you're serious still when I say Pollard should be sacked because of that, you know. I don't think you're serious still, but seriously, no, it was definitely the wrong decision by Pollard. It was also a selfish move. You understand? Because as I said, he was changing but left, right, and center. You understand? Left, right, and center, he was changing. But he wasn't timing the ball, run a ball. Puran was hitting the ball and seeing it as big as a breadfruit, and him decide to take single. So I don't want to seem as if we are knocking too much after it happened, because I think most persons would have said the same thing while the game was going on. It was definitely the wrong move by the skipper. Hardball say me not too easy to find. Why you stay there? You stay there, man. Stay there. Ashi say, what's your opinion about the new format, the 100? You know. To be honest, I haven't even gotten a chance to watch any of the games. I've seen a couple of highlights, but where the 100 is concerned, I don't necessarily have a problem with it, because it's a form of cricket and everybody have them thing. Caribbean have CPL, India have IPL, Pakistan have PSL and thing, you know. So England being a trendsetter, they are going to want to come out and try a thing also. But I don't know if that is what cricket wants right now. I don't know if it definitely are in need of a new format. But as I would have said earlier, if they think the 100 is what can get us in the Olympic, let them go on, you know. Or I think would more likely to get in with the you know, it's basically the same thing with the T10. But I won't knock it because it is more cricket. But as I said, I don't know if the cricketing world was really short of another format. Jacob say hi, good afternoon. My second 2020 squad. Evan Lewis, if he fit, Lendell Simmons, Chris Gale, Nicholas Puran, Romar Shepard, Pollard, Hola, Russell, Dwayne Bravo, Hayden Walsh Jr., Cottrell. All right, so it sounds like you drop Hussein. You drop Akil Hussein, but Akil Hussein a ball good man. And Lendell Simmons is also not fit. He won't play the second. He won't play the next game. Yeah, peace. But I tell you still, you know. You see, West Indies is a whole different thing, yeah, man. I don't understand the man them. Or if you trace down 157 runs and face 47 dot balls. That don't make any sense, you know. That don't make any sense at all. You cannot be chasing down 157 runs and face 40 at that ball and then lose the game by 47. Sorry, by 7 runs. That don't make no sense. Boy, I don't understand the man, man. Trey said it was disappointing that West Indies lost the match. They will surely have their work cut out if they need to win the series. I want to tell you, I mean, if they are going to win any of these games, because it's Pakistan bowling lineup, I look like they are getting from strength to strength. But we just didn't play well. We didn't play well at all. Ashish said, what is your opinion on Phil Simmons? I don't have a problem with Phil Simmons, you know. Don't have a problem with him, because when they had sacked him and he left, I think he was coaching Bangladesh or Ireland, one of them. I was calling back for him. I don't really have a problem with him, generally speaking. But sometimes I see some decision where certain players playing, you know, which part. I have to really raise an eyebrow and say, what really I go on here? So, but I don't really have a problem with him. Jacqueline says sports to the bone. Yes, Pollard played selfish. He moved like Shelley to be. Yeah, it was a mistake from Pollard. I know he backed himself and he was thinking that he could come up trumps for us, but sometimes you must not only think about yourself. You have to think about what is working for the team at a given moment or at a given time. You understand? And Puran was doing well. Contact 20 says sports to the bone is T20 T20 are concerned about no is his T20 a concern about now. He's only really had an innings where he looked fluent and scored a big, which was 61 versus Australia. I'm getting worried about him. I am not too worried about him here. Why? Because they keep on putting in the youngster in the team, taking him out after one or two games. You have to give the man a run in a team like how you give Puran a run in a team and make the man find him farm. You understand? Too often he is the sacrificial lamb, so you have to give him a run in the team. You understand? And if you're going to give people like Fletcher and Emmanuel and which part of 30 at such a long run, then you have to give them little youngster a run in the team. As she said, West Indies are fortunate to have no Asian teams in the T20 World Cup group like India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. But at the end of the day, they're still going to face quality spinners still. Damian says, sports to the bone, Romario, what it is purpose in the team. I want to learn. I was wondering the same thing, They said that Andre Russell is injured. You understand? And so them say, so they bring him in. But according to them, he's known for bowling a lot of good Yorkers at the back end of the innings, and he can hit a long ball also. But I am not too sure about that. I am not too sure about that. Yeah, so I want to tell you peeps, it really pain my heart. Boy peeps, I don't know what going with the live them from the other day. We're not getting a lot of viewers, only 41 people coming on. It look like we're not talking things that they want to hear. But for those that are on, please go ahead and hit the like button. You understand? A lot of persons come on and then them stop, them gone because them not hear what they want to hear. We're not sugarcoating anything and prettying up anything, So for those that are on, just go ahead and hit the like button and make we go and work same way. Contact 20 say also sports to the bone. I would not give the gloves to Darwich, yet I would give Da Silva the first match, and if he fails, then bring back Shane Dorich. Remember Dorich being gone for a long time. Yeah. I think Dorich might feature in the best versus best game, and then we will definitely see where he's at. Trey says secondly, my congrats to the Jamaica for the 1-2-3 finish for the women's 100-meter. Disappointed that Shelley didn't win the race though, but congrats to Elaine for another Olympic goal. Yeah. Simpson say West Indies captain needs to come in at 4-3 to make left-handed right-handed combination. So have to change. Yeah, their line and length. That's our biggest problem. Yeah, Simpson. That was a problem today. We had a lot of left-handers coming in right off the track, so that was a big problem today. Jacob say, I believe those that ball is threatening is treating us bad. All right, boy, the man them need to learn for bat. Contact 20 says, sports to the bone. It's Saturday evening, people out partying and thing. Look, the people them now come on the live. I want to tell a contact 20. If you're talking about Jamaica, they can't be out partying because why people must party in charge of a country, so they lock down the place, master. People them say people them lock down the country, contact 20. Clifford said, I think they played him because they played in Guyana. I don't think Rossi is injured. I don't see Russ. I don't. That's why I say I have to see it with my own two eyes. So Rossi injured. Me don't know nothing about that. You hear me tell you? Me don't know anything about Russell being injured. Me don't know where they get that from. Man say, I believe also in another right under in the middle order off spinner. All right. Bantan say, what happened to Lewis? Apparently, we haven't gotten the result as yet, but it would appear as if he tweaked something in the midriff. You know, he went at a ball, he pulled at a ball, and you know, shortly after that, right in the rib section or somewhere there, he was, you know, rubbing it as if he was feeling some pain. Not sure if he would have tweaked a muscle or anything. Ashish said, Sports to the Bone, what football team do you support? Well, Ashish, you look like you're new to the channel, man. Manchester United, straight forward. Manchester United. You guys better appreciate a lot of these lives that I'm doing now, you know, about cricket. Cause you see when Premier League start back in the next couple of weeks, boy, and I'm promising you I'm going to miss a couple days, well, you know. Yeah, man. Peter say, what do you think of West Indies' chances to win the Test series versus Pakistan? The last series versus South Africa was very disappointing. I don't think we have the batsmen to stand up to the bowling. I don't think so. You understand? Having said that, though, I am expecting at least one or two men to come and do some work. You understand? But I doubt it. Contact 20 says, Sports to the Bone. We got Sancho and Varane. We're going for that title. Yeah. I want to tell you still in a Contact 20. I am happy that we got Rafael Varane, but Rafael Varane of 2 years ago, that is the Varane that I wanted. You know, Varane coming in now into the Premier League, and new to the league. At his age, I am hoping that he won't get injured and he will have a good 2 or 3 seasons. And thing. I think we need another player. We maybe need another hole in midfielder. You know, yeah, man. That means that if Fred's not playing too well, we can slot him in. Matic getting old, McTominay is there. You know, once we get another man, then you know Pogba and Fernandez, they can go and roam up top. Hardball say, yeah, Sports to the Bone, go and work for move forward. You have to work for forward. Myself, you are the Fox King. Yeah, man, stay true to yourself, the greatest. Yeah. Hardball, that to do is just come and talk some things, you know. I mean, you know, we always going to give your opinion. Sometimes we might not right, you know, but we call it as we see it. We're not afraid of nobody or sugarcoat anything. Simpson say Pollard talk a good talk, but him need to step up. Yeah, it was just today that he got it wrong, man. Remember, more often than not, Pollard really come good still, you know. Ashish say Contact 20. Man City are getting Grealish and Kane. Want to tell us still, you know, Ashish, me see like I'm plan to get Grealish for 100 million. You understand? That would be a good signing. Can you imagine Harry Kane having Kevin De Bruyne and David Silva, sorry, not David Silva, Bernardo Silva, Sterling, and all those guys feeding him ball assist, man? Well, that's going to be that would be a good lineup, a good attack, you know. Ashish said, Simpson, Bravo should bat higher suited to accumulate. All right. Contact 27 Varane can be our Van Dijk, but I would also love to get a world class central defensive midfield, as you said. Yeah, man. They are trying to get Mark. They are trying to get what do you we play for West Ham name? Declan Rice. They're trying to get Declan Rice, but you know, I don't know if we will get him. And another player that they are trying to, I would like, is Ngidi, the holding midfielder from Leicester City. That man have central defensive midfielder mark on him chest. If I am supposed to get a CDM right now from the midfield from the Premier League, that is the guy that I would go for. Ngidi plays for Leicester City. Contact 20 say if Man City get Grealish and Kane it done. Yeah, if Man City get them 2 man, I hate that. Yeah. Yeah, man. If Man City get them two guys there, we're going to have to try to finish second again. You understand? Simpson say I don't want to hear that Pollard need to step up. All right, Simpson. Contact 20 say no matter. Danny Ling say no to Contact 20. No matter who Man City get a Manchester United that win the title this season. Sancho and Varane, we just need central defensive midfielder. We are good. Yeah, we need a CDM, yes, Danny Link. maybe a Ngidi or a Declan Rice. But here the problem I have now. There are certain games that the coach will have to win for you. The manager will have to win. You know, will have to win for you, affecting the game from the bench. And honestly speaking, I don't trust my coach to do that. Even though he was able to steer us to a second place, you know, I don't trust him to do that. I am going to be honest. I don't trust him to do that. There are games that if the 11 that you put out there just going to be poor, and you're going to need people. You're going to need a manager to step up and make some good decision. I don't trust him to do that. So I don't know if we're going to win the title under this manager, but we are definitely gathering a good little unit together. Ashley said, I agree with Sports to the Bone that Varane is not as good as 2 years ago, and he is not a leader like Ramos. No man, in comparison to Ramos, he's not a leader, but he's a good defender. And you know, guys like those that are so accomplished, both in league football and in World Cup, in international football, they expect them to perform anywhere they go. But he's not a spring chicken anymore. We're gonna expect him to read the game, play good and thing, you know, and excuse me, he should bring a good little thing to the team. Contact 20 say, give me Verratti or Kimmich. Yeah, or Kimmich and them man, but boy Kimmich them now leave the Bundesliga, yeah, man. Verratti good too. But Kimmich now leave Bundesliga. Them man now left this up. Contact say link Danny Link, yeah. Man, hopefully the guys can perform to their potential. But Martial last season was horrible. Cavani showed him levels. Yeah, man, Cavani a top class. You see with Martial now, if you don't pass the ball right for Martial foot, it's like him no one play. You cannot be a forward and not making the off the ball movement and the right run and them thing. Guys, me telling you, don't draw me out when it come to this football, because when we see a different side of passion to me, we cussing a virgin. All right. Well, let me get a couple more comments. Tyrone said one of the biggest problems West Indies have at the moment is the inability to turn over the strike. They are giving away too many dot balls. Yeah, exactly. Ashley said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a PE teacher compared to Klopp and Tuchel. I have said it. He's one like myself here, nothing but a PE teacher. That man. I mean, me can't rate the money, man. Who is the batting coach? Danny Ling say Declan Rice want go Chelsea. Remember, I think Chelsea had him on their books before, you know, so they are looking to bring him back in. Simpson say I you say we not sugarcoat nothing. Pollard is captain, so him need to step up. Yeah, man, we're not sugarcoating it, you know. That's why I was saying that generally speaking, he performs more than not. You know, I'm not saying that he doesn't need to perform. This is me not sugarcoating it. Generally speaking, he performs more often than not, but he definitely needs to step it up a notch. Yes. Peter said, how comes Pollard so consistent when playing for Mumbai, but inconsistent for West Indies? It must be money. Boy, I don't know if it's money. That is a mystery that has eluded us for a while now. Sports to the Bone. I know this is random thought, but because of the amount of medals, do you feel Usain Bolt will be added to as one of Jamaica national hero? Well, and your comment gone, man. Medals, do you feel Usain Bolt will be added to as one of Jamaica's national heroes 20 years from now? I doubt it, you know. I doubt it. These government people, they are more likely to put in some politician. You understand? We not really do anything. The likes of Bob Marley, Miss Lou, and all these people, they have passed and gone for some time now. They have both done a lot for us. In their own right, haven't done anything. They haven't put them up. So I doubt they will do that. They are more likely to put up some crooked politician. Simpson say Leon Bailey signed for Aston Villa. I want you to say, no. I heard some news earlier today that he had confirmed verbally that he was going to sign, but I didn't see anything concrete, But thank you for the update, Simpson, because I'm actually using my phone to do the video, so I'm not seeing anything. But boy, Aston Villa, I hope it's a 2-year contract and he will perform well and then go to one of the bigger teams. It's good to see him. It's good that he will be in the Premier League, yes, but I was hoping more for I don't know, a Leicester City or Everton or one of those teams. Contacts Leon Bailey in the Prem should be sweet. Yep. As she said, Peter Cherry, it is all level international cricket is harder than IPL. That's why Pollard is a legend there. Contact 20 say, but I don't understand why Leon would downgrade from Leverkusen to Aston Villa. I guess he's trying to work his way into the Premier League, maybe start for a 2 season and then get signed to a bigger team. I don't know. Aston Villa won't get in the UEFA Champions League or Europa. Ashish Nera said England's best player at Euros was Jamaican Ryan Sterling. Yep. Danny Ling said Grealish is going to Man City. It looks like Leon Bailey is going to replace him at Aston Villa. Yeah, look that way there. Contact 20 say Villa have a lot of money like EPL clubs. Teams in the richest 20 teams. All right. How about say if we are Pollard, we do the same cause him know what him can do, so him confident. All right. Tyrone say Ashish, I don't know who is West Indies batting coach, but whoever he is needs to do a lot more work with the batsmen. I don't remember his name, but it's that guy from India. Next comment says Sports to the Bone. My answer to the previous question is Pollard is more consistent for Mumbai Indians because they are much better team than Windies. So yes, less pressure, so more consistent. That would make some sense. It seems to say me live in England and it's on Sky Sports News and is on TV. Yeah man Simpson. I am not saying the news is not correct. I'm just saying that I am not seeing it as I am speaking. So I'm happy that you were able to break the news while I am on the live. Thanks very much, man. Ashley said Tyrone, okay. For her, that's it. Okay, all right. Contact 20 say, hold on there. Contact 20 say, I don't understand why Aubameyang still at Arsenal. Arsenal are mid-table garbage team. No, they aren't what they used to be 15 years ago. Yeah. Hardball say it sound like 5-year contract. Leon gonna get bought from him. Him hot up the league. Big thing can buy him out. Yeah. Right. 5-year kind of enough still. Quincy says Sports to the Bone. Good match today, even though we lost. Pakistan played well. Yeah. Contact 20 say guys have Arteta as a manager and garbage average players can't even get into Europa and expect results. Arsenal Football Club, an Arsenal fan is TV's comedy. And you know the funny thing about that though, Contact 20, I think in the next couple of years, Mikel Arteta will eventually become one of the better coaches, Yeah, man, when the lights of Pep Guardiola and a couple more of them would have faded. I'm actually thinking Arteta will become a good coach. He's a thinking coach. I mean, sometimes statics, he don't get them right and thing, but I think in the future he has the potential to become a good coach. Tyrone, let's face it, Viv Richards could be these guys batting coach and they would still struggle. But I know easy, my peeps. Yeah, my peeps. But we're gonna basically wrap up the show now. You understand? We're gonna wrap up the show now, man. Sit down here and chat with enough and day. But it's actually good to know that I have a lot of football fans on the live. When the Premier League start, I don't want the people them start boycotting the channel, because I notice you guys, when I talk about cricket or track and field or other things, watch the video them. Look like you own the cricket support and not sports fans. Once football start back, guys, I don't want boycott the channel, when we start football, But no bother with it. Yeah, man. But we are going to hop out of here, guys. I am really happy that you guys were able to come on and have a chat with us today. Simpson say back in the cricket, Hetmaya needs to stop making the wrong shots. Me don't know what wrong with Hetmaya, No know what wrong with him. Hetmaya. Why me don't know what wrong with Hetmaya, yeah, man? The thanks Sports to the Bone. Great show as always. Contact the Sports to the Bone only 10 subs away from 4K. Yeah. I want to tell us that Contact 20 early this morning. We were actually at 938, but after I did that track and field video there and I look back at it, I saw that we were in the high 90s. So I guess we are going, guys, and all of this growth is basically because of you guys, because I come on every day and I basically say the same things. Same cricket, basically repeat my opinions, football, repeat my opinions, same thing, and you guys listen to the videos every day. So it's not like I am doing anything out of the norm. You understand and thing. I also want to remind you guys that the Patreon link is up. I see Blackwood would have joined my Patreon. He's not on the live today, but think he is on the Patreon thing. Yeah, man. So we're gonna leave this one right here for now, guys. Tomorrow is another game. Hopefully we can go live after the game. All right. Big up on yourself, guys. Thanks for the support. Much love. I'm out.